Hi, this video is about creating ZIETrans REST APIs. This is the ZIETrans developer studio using which we are going to create ZIETrans REST APIs. For that we have to first create ZIETrans project. This is the name of the project what we entered, ZIETrans. And we have Liberty runtime configured, so it is popped up already. And here is the AR name for the ZIETrans project. And let's configure the host details. Let's go with defaults. The ZIETrans project has been created. Now we need to record a macro. For that, let us open the terminal first. Click on the record button to record the macro. This is the name of the macro. In this macro, we are going to access a credit limit application in which we are going to access credit limit details of a particular customer. Let us start recording this. First, we need to give the screen recognition for the starting screen of the macro. Then enter the login. Escape. Enter the credit limit application command to access it. Now in this screen, we are going to take customer number as an input. So we need to make this as a prompt. This will be the input for the REST API. So in which screen this prompt has to be popped out. So for that we need to provide recognition criteria. Customer number. Let us just enter a customer number to continue recording the macro. Then press enter or pf1 command to get the customer details. This is the customer details page from which we will try to extract few of the details as output, and ultimately this will be the output for the REST APIs. Let us extract the credit limit, balance due, and name of the customer. Select the screen region. Add extract action. This is to recognize the screen from which screen we have to extract the data. Name. Then enter email ID as well. Credit limit. And the balance due. With this recording is done, let us stop recording the macro. Save the macro. Now using this macro, we will have to create the integration object and following that the REST API. Here is the macro. Let us just run and test it once that it is recorded correctly. So it has given the details here, so it is playing correctly. And from here, creating the integration object and following that creating the REST API is a couple of clicks away. Right click and create the integration object. As you see, source is automatically being created. And right click, create REST APIs. Let us give the name for the REST API as customer details. Then the URI suffix, same as the customer details again. By default, Swagger is enabled. If not needed, it can be disabled. Right now I'm keeping it defaults as is. And let us add the method. Here we support 4 HTTP methods. Since we are going to just get the customer details, let the method type to be get. So the description of the Swagger can be get the customer details. So by default, few of the parameters will be selected as inputs and outputs based on the prompts and extracts which we have selected while recording the macro. As you see, customer number we have selected as a prompt. So this is the input for the REST API, and we are trying to extract balance due, credit limit, email, and customer name. So this will be the output for the REST API. Remaining parameters are helper methods depending on the REST API level which you are using for the advanced REST APIs. Let the defaults be here, like application XML, application JSON for the output. Save the REST API. So the REST API is automatically created here. Now let us deploy this REST API and verify it. Run on server. We have the Liberty server added here in the workspace. API has been deployed as you see in the logs, and automatically the context root has been popped up and with the default rendering here. Let us try testing the REST API here. The URI suffix, default suffix is the REST. Following that, the customer details which we have given, and we need to provide the customer number as the input. So as you see, these are the 4 details which we are trying to fetch from the macro. This is about creating the REST APIs using ZIETrans Developer Studio. Thank you.